Welcome to Commentory, where I talk even when no one is listening. Wow, I haven't said that in a while, but hi, how are you? Was I missed here? I don't know. Every time I come back, I ask that question. But Happy New Year! I hope everybody is doing great. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment as we go into today's video. Any video ideas that y'all have for the new year, you can put them down below. I'm not making any promises. I'm a busy person, very busy person. Yeah, based on the title of this video, today I'm going to be talking about the Netflix hit Wednesday, and today is Wednesday. I was supposed to film yesterday, but I guess we're filming today. If you guys don't know what Wednesday is just basically a Netflix show that originated from the Addams Family franchise, and yeah, we'll just break it down. So first off, who is Wednesday? Wednesday Addams in the Netflix series is a 15-year-old girl who switched schools for like a million times because of her unhinged behavior. According to Wikipedia, the whole Wednesday show is simply about Wednesday, who attempted to kill one of her brother's bully via piranha. And because of this, she gets expelled. Her mom Morticia and dad Gomez then made her transfer to Nevermore Academy, for a school for outcasts basically. So this is where Wednesday's psychic abilities come into play, and she uses this to solve an ongoing mystery lingering around the school grounds. So I'm not going to get into detail about the show itself, but it's really good. It's really bingeable. It's sometimes cringy, but I'd give it a 8 out of 10. Wednesday is just a girl basically full of complex emotions deep down, and if she were a real person, would probably scare the daylight out of you. Where did the origin of Wednesday come from? And it's from the Addams family that existed years ago, not just today in the Wednesday series. The Addams Family is a group of fictional characters created by Charles Addams. The Addams Family include, Gomez, Morticia, Uncle Fester, Lurch, Wednesday, Pugsley, and their grandma. So, the Addams Family are a satirical version of the ideal American family. They are eccentric, wealthy clans who delight in the macabre and are unaware that people find them bizarre or frightening. Yeah, they originated on TV everywhere else in the 1930s up to Adams' death in 1983. Charles Addams said this about the family, and I quote, a closely knit family, the real head being Morticia, although each of the others is a defined character. This house is a wreck, of course, but this is a house-proud family, just the same, and every other trapdoor in good repair. Money is no problem. So here we get a glimpse of Wednesday's family. Basically, yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about the physical attributes, but which gets us into the next session is how Wednesday portrays goth culture. Now, goth culture may be a new terminology because I have a lot of Jamaican subscribers. So, but you must have seen them somewhere in some form of media, because I'm not accustomed to goth culture, but I was accustomed with it now. Child. Anyways, so the thing is that people like Wednesday have always existed for years and will continue to, but have been ostracized from society because they're different. I don't know anything about goth culture, or even if I should call it goth culture, but I've seen it in movies, and the portrayal of goth people honestly is what you expect. Wednesday's style is described as gothic, so I'll dissect based on that factor. The Oxford Dictionary defines goth as a performer or a fan of goth music or anyone who adopts a similar style, typically through the use of dark eye makeup and pale skin coloring, dark clothes, etc. And I think that it's defined, it's much more deeper than just wearing black clothes, being a grumpy person, because further on, goth people can exist like me and you do. Like, they're not fucking aliens. They're just normal people. So historically, the word goth dates back to the 1700s, and it's used to describe a style of art that is consistent with the elements of medieval times, Edwardian and Victorian styles of art. And yeah, the common themes of this art include sadness, dissatisfaction, and death. And it says that they love to focus on people's feelings and including a dark, foreboding, supernatural existence. Like the whole God culture is a subculture that rejects society, some of what society says. They're not conservative people, not like that. Them just hey, you must say good morning when you're going a bus. No, like it's very counter. It's giving counterculture. Some sources say that God people are very reserved. They usually go into huge professions. So maybe it's just a physical and personal thing. I'm not acquainted much with God culture. Wednesday Addams is said to have paid homage to goth culture in Wednesday. I say that Jenna Ortega plays the role of Wednesday very well, and I may be biased because I've never watched the Addams Family before, but I believe that she has embodied a Tim Burton persona very well, like in this series. I also like Tim Burton work, so that's another bias again. But the dance that she does basically is inspired by goth culture. It does have its place somewhere. Never seen anything like it before. But I'm not going to be one of those people that tell you that it was very unique and I found life in the art. At first, I didn't find any significance of this dance. But later on, I love the fact that this movie has paid a bit of a homage to goth culture, right? Seeing people, gothic people, for them in their community must be nice, right? Right? So knowing that this has significance to goth culture, let's establish a link between Wednesday and the goth subculture. Truth be told, in real life, Wednesday would be portrayed as she did at her own school. Dry-humored, witty, dark, deeply mentally troubled. Okay, so I was watching a YouTube video about something about Wednesday and I saw this comment. This comment was basically talking about something about like Wednesday not being wouldn't be the desirable body type if she was, wasn't a part of, the thin ideal Eurocentric look. And it's a very thought-provoking thing to think about, because this person is kind of right. Beauty standards, they play a lot of part in like most media that we see nowadays. I saw on Instagram reels of persons comparing this new version of Gomez Addams to the one in the 90s, but more physically implying that this Gomez isn't as desirable because he's not conventionally attractive to these standards. And I truly hate when this happens, because we live in a world that prefers what is trendy. And I can't even say white art in our Eurocentric standard again, because society loves to pick and choose what they don't like every single day. This is just like another way in which like the show kind of like lose its focus. And I'm about to talk about another little subgenre that sparked the title of today's video, being that it's Thursday. Y'all turn Wednesday into Thursday. The fandom that is based off Wednesday. See, all of a sudden Wednesday is cool and trendy, but you wouldn't appreciate goth culture anyways. So when a new show comes out, it's like people try to over-exaggerate every detail, sexualize the characters to the point of making them uncomfortable in real life, like real interviews, like racially profile them so much that they lose a bit of themselves. And I'm not talking about the fun like part of a fandom. I'm talking about the people who just cannot distinguish fiction from what is reality. You guys have turned Wednesday into Thursday. And this is why a lot of mainstream shows are being ruined, because people just cannot distinguish, say, okay, this is parasocial, this is what I see. I cannot go up on the internet and say certain things. People just cannot find that linkage yet. I can get that there's people that love a show. I do. But there's just this overwhelming percentage of people that just cannot sit and appreciate a show for what it is. There's an explanation for why people do this. It's Thursday now, let it rest. I can get that we can make jokes, we can laugh, we can make fun of certain things, but it's not going to be comfortable for other persons watching a show, or palatable, knowing that these are like the perpetuations of this show from other people. It makes you not want to consume certain media because of how it's, whether it's over popularized, over exaggerated, over sexualized. And these are the type of things that really ruin the interesting value and the entertainment value of a show. It's Thursday, let it rest. Alright, who's my favorite character? After a serious talk. Yeah, I'm a very serious person overall. I take things seriously. But Thing, hands down. My favorite character might be Thing. I never knew that we could get attached to a literal hand. How can a hand be full of personality? Like, when I watched Wednesday, I was like, oh my gosh, me never know say a movie coulda portray a hand and then we end up like a hand. A hand. But I think Thing is my favorite character. So what have we gotten from this video in conclusion? Sometimes it's okay to appreciate art, love art, let people see that you like what they've made, they've created, but it crosses a line when you cannot distinguish reality from fiction. And that is it for me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next week. Definitely.